Hello everybody, so today I'm going to attempt to build a missile using the new energy couplers. And what I mean by this is, if we go over here, these energy couplers, when they get stretched out, they get a little buggy. They do that. They kind of like spasm everywhere, and they're pretty destructive when they hit things. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and control that glitchiness. So, like, this system right here actually does work pretty well. But it's not perfect, and it could be better. So, you can see, like, if you set it to 0... Oh, yep, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So, we need to make something like that, but consistent. And that's going to be a challenge, because these things are very inconsistent. So, I have a few ideas on how we could go about this. So... if we're gonna make a missile, ideally I want to be able to fly it, so, you know, we're just gonna be inside the missile, obviously. But I'm gonna make it horizontal, just to make building easier. So what I'm thinking is, we need thrust, obviously. So, actually, scratch that. I want to try and use a similar setup to what I showed you at the start. So, what we're going to need for this is probably one of these, you know, piston, and obviously an energy coupler. But if you add more energy couplers, they get glitchier. So, I'm going to try 2 to begin with. And now, we're actually going to put the hinge right here, because, you know, yeah, okay. So, we should go back to our original design here, because this seems to work. The idea I showed you at the beginning of the video. So let's keep rolling with that. Except let's expand this far beyond the original scope. And while we're at it, let's copy the whole thing sideways, so it's double strength. And then I think this will be a nice, powerful kind of energy explosion, if you will. So let's connect this all up. 1, 2, 3, 4. One short. Okay. Flip that. And I know it looks ugly, but again, proof of concept. Oh, okay. I forgot. Oops. Okay, so back to this design. Let's add anchor pins to the ground so we don't fall. And now let's give this a test. So we want these pistons all to be D, A, and then we want these to be D and A. Okay. Now let's try this. So it just broke. What the heck? Interesting. There we go. Look at that. So, I have an idea. If that's right there, right? And we have, a car. So, let's just get my suspension car from the, like, other video. We'll set it next to it. So, that is not very effective. Ooh, it is if it hits it. I got rid of half of the build. Interesting. So let's do more testing with this. If we were to, say, quadruple the load here, what would the effects be? So let's just quadruple. Sorry, double, not quadruple. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's just copy this over, because I think the problem is, it's just not hitting. What the heck? Okay. There's not enough energy couplers to hit the builds. So we're gonna copy them over. That way there's a higher chance. Let's move it about right here, and also let's repair this one. And here we go. Wow. Well, I mean, it's you know, not working, but it looks awesome. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so that did decent damage. So this could work. I think it needs one more layer of energy couplers before it can be effective. Okay, so we gotta work out controls, because this isn't exactly the nicest build. Alright, so let's try and work out the thrust. Let's flip it, first of all, while we work on it. So, we're gonna want thrust, and for that, we're gonna use a big rocket, because that's gonna save us a lot of time. And it's easy. And if it's easy, why not? So, we're just gonna highlight all this. Okay, so now we need our controls. So, for this missile, I want it to fly more like a plane. So, just to kind of help with that idea, I'm going to put these here, but yeah. I'm going to control this with the gyroscope, because that will probably be easier than doing anything else. But we'll put this here for stability. Now, the only other problem with thrust is there is none other than that, and that's not going to be enough. So, we're going to still have to put, like, probably a few of these. Yeah, we'll do, like... Yeah, we'll do that many. So, I'm going to start a time-lapse where I finish this thing up. Enjoy. Alright, everybody, so here we are. I finished my missile, and it is pretty cool. I don't know how practical it is in an actual fight, but it looks awesome, and it does work. So it's very huge. Barely fits on my screen here. But if we hop in, we have to fly up to reach. It has a nice little launch pad. Here, let's face it this way. So, this thing has a nice launch pad and, like, a detach system. So if we take off, that is so awesome. It uses gyros to control, like I said it would. And it actually controls really well for a build with no wings on it. It's very stable, which is funny. But it has a slow turn rate. That's fine. It's a giant hulking missile. But if we fly it over here and detonate it, which is the 1 key, the missile starts folding. And there we go. It just starts erupting with energy. Oh, okay. And it's still going. So if anything were to fly through that, it would probably get destroyed. So let's do a few tests with this thing. First of all, I'm going to make this a dark blue so you can kind of see it. And I'm also going to hide these parts so you don't see the edges. And let's make that a dark blue so it kind of stands out against the sky. And let's go over here and spawn in a build or two. So we're gonna see how the mech walker fares against my new energy missile. So let's spawn this in. And let's try setting it a little closer, and then we're gonna detonate. Nope, nope. There it goes. Okay, now we can try it. And it should work. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, yeah, that definitely worked. Holy crap. That exploded the poor mech. And this thing's pretty durable, too. I mean, it's got a shield. And I guess shields ignore kinetic energy, so the new energy couplers might actually be a good weapon against mechs like this. So, let's load the missile back in. And let's just tweak these real quick. Move it a little closer. And here we go. Let's stand back while it spasms out of control. It seems to do better. Oh, and there it goes. Exploding. It looks awesome. I mean, I think this is a success. It works and does what it's supposed to do. Let's just fix these real quick. Set that to 0. Yeah, overall, I think this was a good build. Let's just take off. And let's fly into something. Let's fly into the mountain. Oops. Oh, well, if you hit something, that also sets it off. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you enjoyed today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you want to. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.